Good morning, everybody. Wasabi. Alright, time to make a delivery here. Hopefully, for lucky, it'll be the last video I do that has only one exterior view again. I'm going to be delivering to the Walmart DC in Riverside, California. Same DC I used to do a lot of dedicated loads out of when I ran Walmart dedicated. Well, I didn't run a lot of loads out of there. I usually ran out of the basically out of the Sam's Club side over in Colton. Alright, anyway, we're on the westbound 60 freeway. We're passing by the Pigeon Pass and Frederick Street exit right now. And we got Day Street coming up. Day Street is right where is the defining line between Moreno Valley and Riverside, for those of you guys who don't know. Right after that, we'll be at the Moreno Valley interchange, as we call it, where the 60 and 215 freeways meet up. And I normally won't go this way because you have the... I get to go over here first. You can fuck off. Normally, there's two reasons why I normally won't go this way, and one is because of the Badlands in between Beaumont and Moreno Valley, the east end of Moreno Valley. There's a section there, like a 7-mile long section where I'm not gonna keep playing this game with your car. Where trucks have to stay in the right lane at all times and not allowed to pass because of the hills and curves. No, in this case, I'm lighter. I'm only 61,000 pounds, I think it was. And the other reason why I don't like to come this way is because this interchange that's coming up right now. Usually when I come through here, it's during the daytime, and they're... And this interchange here is always bottlenecked, so I just don't like to deal with it. So, as you see here now, it's 3:22 local time in the morning. So, different situation right now. It's just flowing very nicely right at the moment, and I expected it would. So, a little bit easier to deal with. Normally I'll just go ahead and take the 10 freeway across and come down the 215 to get and then get off at Iowa Avenue. This time we're going to go ahead and stay on the 60 over to the Riverside interchange, as we call it, where the 91, 60, and 215 all meet up, and get on the 215 north side of that interchange. And the very first exit there is going to be Columbia Avenue. That's where we're going to be exiting the freeway at. Columbia Avenue is also the street that the receiver is on. It's the Sanderson Farms chicken load. And I originally planned on having that video footage on my channel, but it was... Between the fact I'm recording the data in 4K and, as I mentioned before, the limitations, since my hard drive on my tablet and my SD cards are all formatted as FAT32, they can only handle 4 gig files at largest. So, and when I record at 4K quality, the files are larger than that. So I'm recording at 4K, but you're probably going to see it at something lower than that. I don't know if it's going to actually be 1080p or because when I compile it, I have it set to compile at the highest resolution I can use. That won't make the file more than 4 gigs, but I think the file size seems to be about the same regardless, so I suspect it's actually going to be like 1080p what you really see. We'll see though. Alright, there's the Martin Luther King Boulevard exit coming up here. It's right on the south side of UC Riverside. Then we got University Avenue after that. Just an FYI, if you guys are coming this way and you're following your GPSs, Word of caution, because I don't know if your GPS will try to tell you this, but don't use the Blaine Street exit. Blaine Street, 3rd Street exit. That's the very last exit before you hit the Riverside interchange. It used to be that was okay, but Iowa Avenue in between Blaine Street and Columbia Avenue is no longer truck legal. So, yeah, they don't want you over there because the apartments and stuff that are over there at the corner of Iowa and Blaine. Or is that 3rd? I always forget, because one side of the interstate is Blaine Street and the other side's 3rd. I want to say Blaine is on the east side of the interstate, but I get them mixed up a lot. So, that might really be 3rd. Alright, you got University Avenue right here. I already got past the... no, University Village is coming right up here on the left. And you see Riverside itself, it will be over here on the right. Alright, so my last video I talked about my clock management thing. And it turned out it worked out perfectly because yeah, I mentioned that I was gonna run all the way here from the shipper in Bryan, Texas, without doing any 30-minute breaks. The idea was run as far as I can before I have to do a 30, and then when I shut down for the quote-unquote 30, I'll do a full 10-hour break instead, because as long as I run, you know, and hopefully run far enough, long enough miles on each leg. And yeah, first leg worked out fine like that. The second leg, because the last video I recorded was in Maria, Texas. That was about 25 or so miles east of where I-10 and I-20 meet up. For those of you guys who might want to figure, where the hell's Maria? Yeah, well, you can find I-10 and I-20 very easily on a map. So if you find that, just go about 25 miles east of that, and that's where it's at. All right, we got the Riverside interchange coming up right here. We're going to go down the 215 northbound here. We're already on 215 north, but it's combination 215 and 60. Anyway, the second leg, I ran from Maria to the Petro in Deming, New Mexico. It took about 4 hours and 40 minutes to get there. And originally I was 920, not quite 920 miles out from the receiver in Maria. So I figured if I ran a hard shift, the last shift, and I do my 2-hour break, because I was going to do it 8-2. If I did the 2-hour portion of it late enough in the shift where the intent was so I could get drive time back after I do an 8-hour sleeper berth. And I can't get drive time back if I don't do at least a 2-hour break in the middle of the shift that came before the 8 hours. So anyway, I drove 440-ish. So what happened is, after I got through with 8 hours of sleeper berth, which I made it all the way out to Salome, Arizona, exit 45. It was a good 730-mile run. Got me down to 217 miles left. All right, here's the Columbia Avenue exit right here, by the way.
You have 0 hours and 59 minutes until you exceed the 11-hour driving limit, in accordance with the USA Federal Hours of Service Regulation, Section 395.3.
Okay, shut up! You're freaking you're interrupting my conversation with my people. Alright, so I'll be a right turn off the off-ramp and then a left turn right here. Stay in the left lane, because right after you get on the other side of the bridge over here, across the railroad tracks, there's going to be a light down there for Iowa Avenue. We're going to go straight across Iowa, and after you get across another set of railroad tracks on the other side of Iowa, that'll be the Metrolink tracks over there. The very first driveway on the left that we can turn into is where we're going to turn. Okay, so like I said, I did 4 hours and 40 minutes of driving before I stopped for my 2-hour break. So that meant when I did my 8-hour sleeper berth, I got 4 hours and 40 minutes back of onto my 11-hour clock. You know, along with 14-hour clock to work with as well. And you know, 217 miles out from Salome to here. Oh yeah, 440 was more than enough. You just heard my thing going off saying I have an hour left, and I'm already right down the street from the customer. So that worked out great. I did not have to do any 30-minute breaks at all. Had I needed to do 2 30-minute breaks that I would have normally done by running regular shifts and 10-hour breaks, I would have been showing up just barely on time, or actually even a few minutes late. So it really came in handy to strategically manage my clock. So now I'm here right exactly when I want to be here. And I told them I had reason to think I could probably get here on time, but I told them keep monitoring my load, just in case. But yeah, everything worked out great. All right, we're out with before it gets even where those cars are at right there is where we're going to turn. All right, right here's the Metrolink tracks, and then very first turn pocket we can turn into is where we're going to turn. Okay, looks like we got a truck coming out the other side. I mean, the truck checking out. For the wide turn, either I'm gonna have to either wait for him or let's see. Put my tandems. Yeah, very good. Why is this guy so far over? I can't tell if he's. Yeah, I'll wait for him to turn first. I don't know if he left me enough room to work with for my tandems to clear his nose anyway, so. And, alright, so there's 2 lanes here. It doesn't matter which lane you pick. Yeah, now there's already a guy over here. Actually, the guy's on his way back to his truck now. I'm going to go ahead and come over here to the left lane regardless, though. Now, you may be right here next to the guard check, though, so I am going to shut my truck off. Duty. Okay guys, we're going to be docking in door 223. Let's see, hard to move it. Come on, bump dock. We won't really be bumping the dock. We're going to drop the trailer in front of the door, not actually bump the dock though. So what we're going to do, let me get by this first. It's like a rare treat coming here without having a bunch of Sierra England drivers picking up their dedicated Walmart loads over on this side. Okay, so we're going to go over to the other side of the building. 223 is going to be somewhere around the middle of the building. Which, that's another treat, because normally when I come here, they tend to like put me in one of the doors way, like one of the lowest numbered doors, like 208 or 204 or whatever. And the ones there, and they can be a little trickier to back into because you run out of space to work with between where you start your setup and the end of the lane, I guess I would call it. So 223, it'll be really easy to get to. What we're going to do is just remove the enforcer lock, leave the seal on, just drop the trailer about 5 feet in front. There's a mirror right here, and there's nobody coming, so we're good. Looks like they got some construction going on here. There was a while back I came through here, and this fence right here, I don't know how, but somebody managed to knock it over with their truck. And it wasn't right there in the turn either. It was not too far from the turn, but in the straightaway. I'm like, how in the hell is that even possible? Okay, got another mirror right in front of us that we can look at. Watch for pedestrians though, because you got employees here that could be walking across. Yeah, we're good here. So we're gonna drop our trailer and then we park over here in this staging area where you see these bobtails all hanging out. There might be enough room between Pride and yeah, there's definitely room between Pride and the Pride's kind of hogging spots, 2 spots, but decent number of people here right now. All right, 223, I believe he said. Turn my headlights off, so yeah, 223. Okay, again, I apologize for not having rear camera footage available for you guys on this one. Make sure this guy's done first. Yeah. Okay, gonna be over here, probably by that reefer unit with the red cowling. Maybe this one right here, but no, it's right here on the other side of this trailer I'm next to now. Right next to the door. So. I turned a little too early, but it's alright. I have room to work with. Get the tandems lined up in there first, and then I think I'm starting to turn a little soon. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going forward. I'm going to go and just set the trailer brakes first, and then back into the trailer, and then set my tractor brake. That way I don't have a bind on my fifth wheel, so I can actually pull my latch. Okay, so from here we'll just disconnect from the trailer, pull out, go over to the bullpen. Come on, get away from my trailer. And then the shag driver will actually check the seal, break the seal, open the doors, and dock in. Wait for my pressure to drop to 0. Yeah, the shag driver's already getting ready. No, never mind. He's hooking up to one of the Walmart trailers. I'm just gonna leave this open. Might have to park over here on this side, but we'll see if that spot over there by Pride is still open. If it's not. look like it's occupied now, so. Yeah, busy here. All these spots are occupied too, so. Might end up dropping, I don't know. Might stop right here in front of this Walmart drive-in here or something. As soon as I'm allowed to. Just trying to be out of the way. If it turns out someone needs that trailer, you know, maybe just dumb luck. I picked the one trailer and it's going to be. Alright, so we'll go over to the receiving office right on the other side of the wall and get checked in, and they're going to probably offer me pulling fax. I need to spend 2 hours here anyway, so I'm going to tell them I'm not in a big hurry, and I don't care if I do pulling fax or just a regular live unload here. So we'll have some more footage for you guys when we're all done here, right? So don't make it too long. Alright guys, we're all done here. Well, there won't be any OS&Ds. I got that proof of delivery thing. It says doesn't show any OS&D on there, so should be good to go. No, shouldn't find anything in the trailer at all. It is 6:15 a.m. also, by the way. I actually told her don't worry about the pulling fax because I needed to be here at least 2 hours anyway to get more drive time back, or the rest of my my drive clock back. As mentioned earlier, I got about 440 of it back after an 8-hour sleeper berth, so means I needed 2 hours of off duty time to get the other 620 back, or whatever it came out to. So. Actually, it was a little bit more than that. I got a 7:14 on my clock now, and you guys heard that it dropped below the. You heard it drop below the hour point when I was getting off the freeway or whatever it was earlier. So. Didn't really solidly hear it thing latch in. I think I heard it go in, but definitely maybe one of these where I'll really have to double check it visually, make sure it really is latched. I'll pull forward just enough, double check that load lock that was in there before is still there. And if it is, we're good. Leave doors open until we get on the other side, though. Okay, and that's why I do not pull away from the door before I'm going to dock back in, because they didn't give me back the load lock that was there. So I bumped the dock again and go let them know, hey, I want my load lock back. So I even had it on. I even had it right here. I had one load lock in there, so. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if the load lock's back in there yet. Just go a slight bit away from there. Okay, guys, we're ready to go. Load lock's still not in there yet by the time I pulled away from the door again, but I heard the guy unlocking the door, the bay door, or whatever, the roll-up door. As soon as I was back there checking. Let me see my empty call now. I'm gonna go ahead and just go down the street and hang out for a little bit. Okay, so I was walking back over here after telling them that my load lock got left. There was the guy who was pulling out of one of the dock doors further down here, over by where that fire extinguisher, fire hydrant, I mean, is at over here. And the guy stopped right there and is blocking the entire lane, and there was a bobtail trying to go by as well. And then the guy gets out of his truck like he's gonna go close his trailer doors, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Like you gotta block the whole entire lane to do that?" And yeah, shortly after that, I guess he must have heard what I said, because he went right back to his truck and moved it. It's like some people don't have any brains at all. You can't. I mean, you have to actually block an entire lane to close your doors. Alright, yeah, there's one of the employees is walking by right now, so wait, let her go by before I continued there. Yeah, so this guy's already got his doors closed. Yeah, they don't tend to really be too worried about checking your trailer on the way out, but just as a good habit, yeah, good practice, because usually Walmart DCs, they do. Okay, there is somebody coming, I can tell through the mirror, so I'm going to stay back. Give extra room, that way he has extra room for his trailer to maneuver. Good there. Okay, there's nobody coming there, so I'm going to go ahead and just come on through. Yeah, sometimes they'll just reach right out the door of the guard shack to take the gate pass back. We'll see how it goes here. But yeah, I'll usually just hand it to them, and then I'll go around the corner, and then I'll close my doors off when I'm out around the corner and out of the way, so somebody else can come through here and do their thing too. Morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
Yeah, have a good day. Come over here out of the way, all the way. That way, like I said, if somebody else comes up, they can still go by and get around me. Okay, so we're going to make the right turn here. We're clear over there. There's another JCT down the street there. Wonder if he's just here early and deciding to hang out there, or maybe he overshot the driveway, or I don't know. But best of my knowledge, we don't do any other customers here in this part of Riverside except for Walmart. We do have a number of other customers in Riverside, but the vast majority of them are over there off Meridian Parkway across the 215 freeway from Marquette Reserve Base. So we're going to make the right turn here onto Iowa Avenue. Now, I can go straight ahead, and there is an on-ramp down there. It's kind of a funky setup, though. To get on to northbound 215, I usually go this way. Even if I'm going on to northbound 215, if you turn right here, I just stay here on Iowa Avenue and don't turn anywhere, it'll run you right into another 215 on-ramp. They got Palmerita Avenue here. But we're going to stop at Zorba's Burgers first. Don't know what I'm actually going to eat breakfast. I might. Mainly though, I want to stay in the area. That way, if actually, let's see. Come on. Okay, I will follow up with planners again. All right, so my DM is going to check with the planners, see if they need me at all or could use me at all for the rest of the day. And if they don't need me, then I'll just head back to my house. But I want to make sure I know whether they'll have use for me first before I do that. I thought TM Cobb was over there off of Market and Riverdale Boulevard, I think, something like that over there. Don't really see them anywhere except for here in California. I always wondered, because being from California, I saw them. I would see them all the time, even before I got into trucking myself. But then I honestly can't say I've ever seen them anywhere other than in Southern Cal. Like when I'm out on the road, I never see them unless I'm here here in SoCal. Okay, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier. Probably it was short on time, but on my way over here, when I passed by the Loves in Coachella, heading westbound on I-10. Okay, down the street from Loves, on that same street that Loves and Del Taco were on, but further down the street there's a turn there. I noticed there was a truck that was stopped. Shit, I missed the turn. That I was supposed to turn right where that car was at to get into Zorba's, but screw it. I'll just go ahead and press on over here. Damn it. Wouldn't have minded being able to turn on the center. Because I could always go for a trailer washout, which I'll probably go ahead and do. Wait this minivan to go by. Hopefully this white car behind the minivan will let me through, because my lane's going to end anyway, so yeah, he's waiting for me. So I can always just go get the trailer washed out instead. I said, I'm not sure I really want to eat breakfast right now anyway. I already had like a little snack or whatever you want to call it earlier. So we'll go ahead and just, yeah, we'll head up and get the trailer washed out. I'll show you a way, a secret way. I don't know, I wouldn't call it a secret way, but a way that I know that most of you guys don't know, just because most of you guys are not from this area, and I'm very well familiar with the area. I'm going to make a left turn over here to cross over to La Cadena Drive. Now I would go straight ahead to get on northbound 215, and that's normally what I would have been doing right now, but I'm going to go ahead and continue. I'm going to turn left here onto La Cadena, and we'll make a left turn onto Rancho Avenue, and then we can either get on the westbound 10, or I can just take Valley Boulevard, which is right on the other side of I-10. Take it down until I get over to where the truck wash is at. So ideally, I want to leave this trailer in a position where it can be, where it's immediately ready to reuse for any kind of pickup, whether it be by me or somebody else. Thanks for the light, asshole. Am I gonna have to pull forward or something just to get this damn light to recognize me? So how do you not notice that a big ass truck is right here? Okay, while we're waiting though, no. Okay, so that story I was starting to tell about the Loves by in Coachella. Down the street there was a turn or an intersection, whatever. And I noticed that a truck had gotten stuck in the sand over there. And yeah, why were they over on that street in the first place? I don't know. Because I'm busy. Okay, why they were there in the first place is another question, because if you go to that Loves in Coachella, if you go onto that side street, the one that parallels the interstate, you're gonna find that there are signs right there at the Loves saying no trucks over, I believe it's 4 tons. Basically, you can't go on that road past Loves if you weigh more than 4 tons. So, yeah, they must have missed that sign. And they got down the road there and they got stuck in the sand. Now, some of you guys might be familiar with the YouTube channel Plaza Towing. Yeah, it's basically a guy who drives a rotator, wrecker, basically, or a heavy-duty tow truck, and he'll frequently like winch out drivers who get stuck in the sand at Del Taco, or maybe he gets dispatched out to an accident call or something. Ooh, and I can show and tell something else here on this street too. I think. I'm trying to remember if Rancho Avenue comes before or after what I'm talking. I think it's after though. I think Rancho comes after, but I mean before. I'm getting all mixed up. Okay, I'm going to be making a left turn on a Rancho. Kind of waiting on this car to go by just to make sure I don't get screwed out of my chance to be in that lane. Oh, come on, damn lights. Well, I'm staying over here anyway. Because once Rancho comes up, I'm not going to get screwed out of getting into that lane. Alright, anyway, yeah, Plaza Towing is the name of the YouTube channel, and he regularly posts stuff, what he's doing there. And I'm kind of wondering if he's on duty right now, or was on duty when I passed through there earlier this morning. Because if he is, he'll be, I'm sure he'll be busy. He'll probably have some footage of winching that guy out of there. That was one of those cases you screw up by missing the light. Missing the sign telling you no trucks allowed. Tropica Canyon. This is a new street here. And wait a minute. Oh, right here is where, right where that intersection is where the accident was that I remember dealing with. Okay, that light used to not be there, and it used to just be you can make that left turn from the other direction, and there's that little side street that basically you cross underneath the railroad tracks to get over into Grand Terrace. And this is Rancho Avenue coming up right here. I'm going to make the left here. So anyway, my wife and I and all the kids were over here bike riding at the Santa Ana riverbed. We just passed by it, but right before you cross the river on the same side as where that new warehouse is at, there's a parking lot right there you can park in so you can get access to the Santa Ana River Trail. So we were there, and right when we get back to our trucks. I actually had a pickup and an Armada, and we're just getting ready to leave, and I hear a screeching and then 2 cars crashing into each other sound. And I can see up there, it's a couple of Hondas that crashed into each other. Alright, is that an animal or something? What is that? Oh, it's just some clothing thing, okay. I didn't want to go driving over until I knew what it was. Okay, that's Agua Mansa right there. That's the street you can use to get over to the Walmart DC in Colton. Anyway, these 2 cars crashed into each other, and ultimately what happened was one of the cars it had a whole family in it. A male driver, a female passenger, and then turned out it had two females in the back. Now, what happened was the driver of that car made a left turn in front of a guy who was coming the same direction I am. And of course, that light didn't exist. And the guy who was coming the same direction as me had the right of way. And, you know, so they end up colliding. The guy who had the right of way ran into basically broadsided them on the passenger side of the car. Wherever they hit, I'm surprised the lady in the front passenger seat is lucky she survived that one, because he hit up by the A pillar area instead of. If he had hit just even a hair, like a little bit further back where the B pillar was, yeah, she probably would have had some massive head injuries. Okay, I do have Pepper Avenue exit to deal with, so I might go ahead and just make the left here onto the 215, onto the 10, I mean, and just follow it down to I-10. I mean, not to Riverside Avenue, so I can get over to the truck wash there. I can also just go to the very next light up here, Valley Boulevard, and hang a left, and then follow it down as well, but there's still another exit in between here and there that I would have to go through as well, so it's just quicker. It's quicker to use the freeway, as long as the freeway's moving just fine. So we'll do the freeway route. This is good, helpful information for those of you guys who drive for JCT or newer to JCT and want to know where you can get a trailer wash out when you're in the area. Now, we do have an account with this place that I'm going to. Come on. No, you're the one with the right of way. Now, I'm not going to be so nice to the other car. You don't need to be driving like an asshole through here. Go on the other side of the... Or the left lane if you want to go driving fast, passing people. Alright, so anyway, I mentioned there were, in that accident, there were a couple of females back there. Well, one of them looked like, one of them was, I thought it was like a 20-some-odd-year-old woman, maybe even 30s. She was overweight, like at least 300 pounds. And I swore that she was like... a young adult, or it's like 20, 30 something adult, whatever. And I went to check on them. The woman in the front passenger seat, she looked like she could have been a little bit older than me. And she says, "I'm okay, but I can't move." And said, "I don't know about my daughter. Can you check on her?" So. And I see the daughter sitting back there, and I figured, okay, it made sense. She was, the woman in the front seat looked like she was maybe 50-ish, maybe even in her 50s, somewhere around there, and I figured that was her grown adult daughter. And I thought that was the only one back there, was just the one. But then, now her daughter was unconscious and leaned up against the window. And, alright, so Riverside Avenue here. Got an exit here, hang a right, and then another right, and truck wash is right here next to the off-ramp. Anyway, her daughter, because she was leaned up against the door, I ended up going over to the passenger side. I don't know if they're open yet. It's possible, but I didn't get a good enough look. I saw the wash rack and there was nobody in it, but I don't know. It's almost 7 a.m. I don't know if they open at 8 or 7 or what. Normally I'd want to be in the other lane, but I know I can make this turn without. Love tap the curb with my sidewall there. That's that could be dangerous. I was waiting on this guy to cross. so maybe we'll get lucky and it'll be open at 7, which is only a couple minutes from now. And it's no, actually look like there are some trucks here in the. Yeah, there's one getting washed out right now. Okay, so. Come on. Okay, I usually come through the scale here, and then you can. Oh, they moved the RV. Huh. First time I've been here and not seen that RV camped out there in the over here on the other end of the scale. You know, more by the dumpsters. That makes things a lot easier because now it's a lot easier to maneuver in into here. Now, if you just want to get a washout, you can go in there just like this guy's doing. Or, you know, like right now the wash bays are open, so I'll go ahead and use one of the bays so I can get in position. Alright, actually, I don't know, I might even do a regular truck wash while I'm here too. So, yeah, I'll probably, I don't know, I might tell them go ahead and wash the truck while we're at it. Oh. Okay, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I'm going to make sure I'm positioned correctly. In this video here though, so we don't have an excessively long video for you guys to watch, and again, hopefully this will be the last one I do that doesn't have rear camera views, because once I get home I can get the new camera installed with both right and left rear view mirror views and have some even better footage for you guys in the future here. So be looking forward to that. Alright, so you guys take care. If I do something local, I'll probably still have front view. But if it turns out, like I said, if I go home first before I do anything else, there's a really good chance that we'll have 4 camera views now instead of just 2 or 3. All right? So we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.